Alright folks, welcome back, and I'm under attack. Seriously wasn't expecting that. Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. I'm the Mysterious JG off camera. I just did a little switching around. You'll notice that Shepard looks different because I changed his armor to the armor that we just picked up fairly recently. Upgraded the grenades. The grenade upgrades are pretty simple. There's not that many of them, and they just kind of generally improve grenades in all ways. Extra damage, extra impact area, etc. But we appear to be under attack, so let's get dealing with that. Yeah, there's like a Geth trooper who wasn't there a second ago, and he's there now. Hack him. Send him off to fight his buddies. I love hacking in this game. It's fun in the other Mass Effect games too. It just isn't as like uber powered because you don't fight as many AIs in the other games. You fight a lot of AI guys in this game. These Geth guys, yeah, this is not the last we're going to see of them. Bag them. Also, in addition to that, tag them. Pausing for a second because I forgot to start my timer. And let's get rolling. I'm into this. I've forgotten how much fun this game can be. I don't play a lot of this genre. Even though Bobo and I are actually thinking about rolling with an LP together of a game that's kind of vaguely in this genre. But it's not my normal thing. Okay, those guys are... wow. I'm surprised that went as well as it did. I'm trying to switch weapons. That guy charged us and kind of messed me up a bit. But we just leveled. See if we can do anything with that. Now I'm committed to... Well, this is nice. I got to store this guy. Okay, so as you saw, I put 3 points into charm. I just got an automatic charm point. So that was from increasing my Paragon level. Points put in charm are essentially wasted. I don't think you get a completely full charm meter without putting any points into charm, but you certainly don't need to put many points in there. I think for right now we can live without putting in any more. Charm has the effect of opening up new dialogue options, but as you get to critical points like this, you get a store discount. It's 2%. It's not that big. Intimidate will give you a 2% increase to how much you can sell stuff for in the store. Infiltrator gives me passive bonuses. At the moment, I just can't give a damn about that. Because I want to unlock sniper rifles. I've been waiting a long time for this. Oh, it's still not going to let me get anywhere, really. I'll put a point into that. I'm putting off... I need to get going with advanced overload and advanced decryption soon too, because right now I can only do things that are easy. I guess that's what I should be using Elenco for, actually. Oh man, I've been putting all these points. I've really been actually kind of did a amateur hour job of this. So if I want to get decryption. Alright, well I'll start putting him on that. That was actually, yeah, I did a bad job of leveling him. Shepard, I've been putting points in trying to unlock sniper rifle, but honestly I should now start pouring points into electronics and decryption if I want to be able to actually open all the different chests and neat plot stuff that we can get access to. Luckily, Ashley's pretty easy. Can't really go too wrong with her. Will unlock fitness. Honestly, even if I don't want to max fitness, that first point of fitness is a big boost. After that, it incrementally goes up, and it's not all that much. The immunity is pretty good. Assault rifles is going to take a while before I get anything really big out of this, but I'll go ahead and get fitness so that I can get for one level of that later. But But yeah, Shepard, what do I want to do now? I put 8 point into sniper. Can't do much more than that right now. I really should start getting towards electronics and encryption. Oh, this makes my vehicle repair better. That'll be important eventually. This increases damage done by those in combat skills. Oh, this also increases my shields. Alright, I'll go with this. No. Do 1 point there, and I'll just keep my charm maxed out at all time. And I will be kicking myself if I get to the points where, wait a second. What did I give Kaiden? I'm moving Kaiden towards having the best possible decryption. That's electronics. Wait, I'm not making any sense. He needs to unlock electronics. Right now he can only do decryption. So if I move him towards decryption and take him with, I can deal with average objects and decryption using Kaiden until Shepard catches up. But Shepard is the only one with access to electronics. So for Shepard, I'm going to want to get electronics up as soon as I can, which is what I was doing before I freaked out and started backtracking on that. So next time I level, I should be able to get up to average on that, and I can start working on it for decryption. And eventually, much later in the game, I'll be able to use the skill on hard. Well, not that much later, but I'll be able to use on hard, and then maxing these things out just increases your stat bonuses. It doesn't actually, there's no like master level of electronics that you get to use. Okay, so a lot of time spent on that leveling up. Sorry. And us with enemies still to kill. See if I gotten any better with the sniper rifle as a result of all this. Not really. Still kind of suck.
I've lost shields!
And I lost shields while wandering around where they could see me. Give my shields a minute to recover. Taking a while. At least I got one of them. Come on, gun. Go up to where I want you to be. That was better. Sniper Wolf, I ain't. But Otacon doesn't love me. Don't forget, it's taking forever. Nothing else, I can certainly move forward a few rows here. Bigger targets to snipe at. Snipe. Snipe. And just consistently miss. Yeah, okay. Not really gonna try to use the sniper rifle till I got better skill with it. But honestly, at this point, this is probably gonna be more useful. Run until my daddy takes the keyboard away. Hey, somebody else killed somebody. Wonders never cease. Okay, so I could have spent...
Not in the middle of a fight!
Well, I just want to look at your butt. Could have spent even more time at that than I did. But, by trying to use a sniper rifle. Once I get the sniper rifle trained up, it'll be more useful. Now that I've decided I need to get electronics and decryption trained up, It's gonna be kind of hard to get that sniper rifle trained up at the same time. There's only so many things you can do. I'll try to space things out a bit. Maybe I will take Hyden with me and let him be our decryption guy for a while.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Sure thing, boss. Together, goofy. He's got dead eyes, like doll's eyes. And whoa, he's going into some kind of like crazy shaman ecstasy weirdness. Geth's got like a built-in laser death fanny pack. Hi! We're here to kill you. Ah, we requesting back.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Yeah, it's a little fun mission that we got to do here with the Geth and the charges.
I've lost shields.
Somebody's shooting at me, I don't know where. I don't know exactly where there's a charge. It does not appear to be back here anyway. I lost shields. That wasn't fun. You can totally lose the game at this point, of course. Not the kind of... What did she say? Oh, she's having a good time, though. I'm glad you're enjoying this, Ashley. One of my favorite characters in the kind of likable yet flawed mode of Waka. We should have plenty of time, actually. Ouch. Using your crazy oh, damn it. Shock troopers are too high level for me to use my hacking skills on. I need to level them up a bit. Gun overheated. Geth shields there. So I don't know exactly where this last charge is, but I think we're fairly close to it though. Ah, there we go. So if this, I don't think there's any particularly cool cinema or anything, but if these blow up, you die. And I believe we got, well, we didn't get experience, we just got a little message saying all charges are disarmed. I'm gonna wander around a bit. This area is clear. We don't need to do anything here. Just basically checking to see if there's any cool items. There aren't. So we can move along. Like I mentioned before, this game is full of areas that you can't revisit. So you want to like search pretty carefully to make sure you get everything. But there's like, and the game has what are more or less treasure chests in the old RPG tradition. They're called crates or whatever, lockers, but they're basically treasure chests. And items inside tend to be randomized, but there's nothing that's like critical in them. Sometimes you get a bit of story that you can't get any other way. So Striker 2 pistol and stuff. Again, between videos I might upgrade my equipment. I'm not gonna worry about it right this second. Much as I enjoy AI hacking skills, I'm not using them that much here. Those husks are unpleasant. Have we established that those are what the humans that the Geth taken over the colony have been turning humans into those things? I think they established that. That's not unpleasant. Okay, fucking hit the guy. You're a soldier, don't let this beat on you. We gotta be close to leveling.
Perimeter clear.
Not to the point.
We thought this world was safe. Didn't get it.
At which point, we kind of realized, not that safe. Okay, so we're going to continue saving over this spot. Yay! I beat the easy decryption game. Oh, it's an even better fusion explode. It's an even better grenade upgrade. I was just saying how rare those are. I think they're super rare. It's just that there's only one upgrade slot per grenade, so you don't need a ton of them. Another storage locker. The storage lockers that you need to use decryption to get past do tend to have better stuff in them than the ones that are just free for anybody to open. So there's that. Ah, I kind of knew it. I could sense that I was a little too slow on that. No. Yes. I hopefully will reach a point where I'm carrying enough Omnigel on hand that I don't need to load every time I goof up the stupid minigame. As you've probably figured it by now, I'm not that great at it. It's an incredibly simple minigame. Press the buttons that light up. But, you know, you don't really have that much time to react. Chemical rounds. Another one of those things that's useful, I believe, against organics.
Eden Prime will never be the same.
Alright, so we're pretty much hearing the same dialogue every time now. Story will not advance until I examine that thingy right there, the Prothean beacon. That's what this whole mission's been about. I want to look at this crate first, of course. Median armor 2. Well, you know what? I don't normally play around with it. I'm trying not to play around with... Oh, recovered shield battery. That's nice. I don't usually like to play around with the armor too much during the mission, but yeah, this is a pretty big upgrade for her. Well, I would think so. Maybe not. Oh, she's already using medium armor. Never mind. This is an upgrade for her, though. Well, not against tech, biotic stuff, but we're not really coming across that very much at the moment. So, sadly, we're going to say goodbye to her girly girl armor. Give her something that looks a little bit more professional. She'll still be wearing girly girl gear in cinemas. Actually, no, she won't. In the cinemas set on the ship, she'll be wearing, like, you know, civilian clothes. Well, military fatigues. Blah, blah, blah. Shut up, JG. Alright. So I'm glad I noticed that crate and got her a little armor upgrade. There may or may not be a reason to come over here. There's not. Should have realized when I didn't see something in the distance that looked like it was glowing for me to potentially press the A button. Alright, so, Prothean beacon. We saw Saren kind of floating around in some kind of weird, ooh, check it out. They turned this planet into like a molten waste. Actually, don't walk on the beacon. Yeah, but we saw Saren in like some kind of crazy trance state here, so that's cool. See if we can go into a crazy trance.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing.
Request immediate
Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
Oh, and you're wearing
It wasn't
professional
doing
soldier
anything
gear
like
instead
that
of
when
girly
you dug it
armor.
up. Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Sorry, bro. Yeah, check out my lips, folks. Oh, it's just getting sucked in. And if you play as a girl, she saves Kaiden. Because it's not until later in the series where you get to decide to be gay
No,
if you
don't touch
want.
it. It's too dangerous.
You accidentally get the controller or basketball perk. Well, great job, Shepard. You saved me, but you also blew up the beacon, numbnuts. And I mean that literally. The Prothean electricity just totally numbed your balls. Okay, so the ship is like some kind of crab. Or squid. Hey, Saren, looking
We
good.
identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The
Oh, it's a
Normandy,
matriarch. Maybe,
a human
Kerrigan
alliance
will kidnap
vessel.
her.
It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
Double A, Arn Anderson.
Beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
Arg, arg, arg. Well, don't lose your shit.
This human must be eliminated.
I think Saren's not a very nice guy. Yeah, I'll get right on that. What was that? I said I'll get right on that. Honorable. Anyway. Shepard vision. Or rather,
Doctor,
vision of Shepard.
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
Yes, I can see that. I'm not stupid. Oh man, I feel like I got totally Protheanized last night.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Delicious. I'm okay.
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious.
It's a little
How long was I
hardening
out?
because Ashley's here.
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
It sounds like a broken record with the "Don't blame yourself, Ashley." You got any kind of response to that, Shepard? You just you just want me to stare at you for a couple of minutes, or?
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off.
I'm stupid.
Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
Something's about to
The
jump
beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold.
off. No,
The
this is
lieutenant and I
overwhelmed
carried
by
you back
my
here to the ship.
awesomeness.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine.
She's
But I
so into
detected some
Shepard.
unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also
you a
noticed
Rand
an
Paul
increase in
supporter?
your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I was dreaming about a white Christmas.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I was running
I
around the
better add this
streets,
to my report. It may...
doing things.
Oh, Captain
wrong with
Anderson.
stuff.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
When all the readings look normal, I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
We need to have a sexy,
Aye,
sexy
Captain.
talk.
I'll be in the mess if you need me.
You are a mess. And by the way, folks, I know what XO
Sounds like
means,
that beacon hit
please
you pretty
don't talk.
hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Leave Jenkins! How's he doing?
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
I'm sorry.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Alright, I'll knock it off. Why is Williams here? I mean, she's cute and all, but
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I want her off my ship.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. I mean, she's gotta be better than Jenkins.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
That
Lieutenant Alenko
Williams.
agrees with you. That's why I added her
She
to our
deserves
crew.
it.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
Well, I mean, how are they
The
supposed
Geth
to know?
haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins
Kind of
wasn't your fault.
undercutting the seriousness
good
of that,
job,
aren't I? Just a touch.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
Fuck a bunch of council is what I think, but we are being a paragon here.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
If not, I'll be
I'll stand
I'll be sent
behind
to
you and your
prison
report,
for crimes I didn't commit, and
You're a damned hero.
we can form the
Miles.
A-team.
That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian.
What do we know
Saren's
about
a
Saren?
specter, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue.
He's joined the rogues.
A rogue
Like I
specter's
said.
trouble.
That
Saren's
Marshall
dangerous,
Williams should have said
and
it.
he hates humans.
What do we know about his hatred for humans?
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But
Most
Saren
of them
has
live in
allied
the
himself
southern
with
part of the
Geth.
galaxy.
I don't know how.
They
I don't
think
know
it's
why.
about
I only
pride,
know
not
it
hate.
has something
but
to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
I don't think it matters which of these I choose, but
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some
yeah,
kind
see,
of
that would have
vision.
applied to the a vision answer too.
A vision? A vision of what?
Kuro's visions of power, sir.
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
Killing them, massacring
We need to
them.
report this to the
Stabbing.
Council, Shepard.
Forget it!
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
Pretty much, Shepard.
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was.
Football plays?
Saren took it. But I know Saren.
Oh,
I
what do you
his
know about
reputation
Saren?
is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war.
I may
He
have
has the
overplayed
secrets
how
of the
often
beacon.
that phrase is used.
He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
Over my dead body. That's the point, Shepard.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a specter. He can go anywhere, do almost anything.
Ben
That's
Spoons
why
with
we
his
need the
mind.
Council on our side.
Sure.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the
Then
ambassador
he won't be able to Ben
and
Spoons
see if he
anymore.
can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
So, no level up. What else has got you off? Yeah. Could sure use 3 more points of electronics would make me feel a little more comfortable before we head for the Citadel, which is the next major plot point. I also, of course, want to start putting points in the sniper rifles. But the real problem I've hit now is that I've got too many different things that I feel like are priorities. Hacking, I gave myself hacking as a bonus skill, but this one you do have to max out before it's really going to be super valuable. Because near the end of the game, you start fighting like really advanced, high-powered Geth. Master AI hacking, it's more fun than it is essential to win. It is a lot of fun to turn their biggest, nastiest dudes against each other. Anyway, we finished that first mission. This is where I was going to pretty much cut off this recording session. We've got a little bit of time left in the video, though, so let's wonder about the Normandy just for a minute. Let's see what's up. There's a lot of big empty space on the Normandy. Replenish our metagel. Got a codex entry.
Hey, Commander.
Hey, how you doing? Normally she wouldn't be hanging around there. This is not her normal space to just be, so you are supposed to talk to her at this point. There's a reason she's hanging around and you can't get to the next plot point without running across her.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
You didn't even know Jenkins, so shut the fuck up. I mean...
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened.
Well,
If
it's your
Jenkins was
fault.
still alive, I might not be here.
You've earned the chance to be alive by not being as shitty as Jenkins.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate that.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
Will
I've
we be
seen
having
friends
sex
die
soon?
before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and
That
you
is
never
not a
get
Marine
used to seeing
haircut.
dead civilians.
Well, actually,
But things
it
would have
kinda
been a
is.
lot worse
So,
if you hadn't shown up.
Never mind what I just said. Actually, the super tight bun in the back, that's a pretty Marine Corps female. Yep.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
Would you make me feel welcome later? Using your vagina, please? I'm asking as Paragon. I'm asking in the most polite and dignified manner possible. Let's do it.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
And I
Thanks,
think my
man.
penis will fit in humps. Stop it, JG.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
You can't even ask her about Jenkins. She was talking to him earlier. I assume they were best friends forever.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring.
Back in the 20th
Too safe,
century.
too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Are you going to be some kind of horrible knockoff of that Dr. Polanski, whatever the hell her name was from TNG? Because, you know, if so, just get the fuck off my ship right now.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance
Special,
now,
isn't
I'd feel like I
it?
was abandoning them.
Yes, you would be, so don't do that.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few
Is he anything
tours
like
now.
Saren?
He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen
And he
pretty
knows
much
when to let
anything
me
they'll
crack
ever
the
run
whip on
into.
him in his quarters.
And he cares about the people under his command.
That's a weakness.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations.
At the
Tends
special
to keep to
Olympics.
himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
An L2? What's that? Well, that's a lesbian lion.
What does that have to do with it?
Well,
What is
most
it?
biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko
implant
was
DDP.
wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What do you know about
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a
He's
long list of
insane.
horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
He's also insane, but that's really none of your business.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Well, there's Kaiden. Yeah, I might as well do the full tour of talking to. We don't have, obviously, the full set of people that we will have before the end of this game. We haven't recruited everybody yet, but let's chit-chat with the people we can. The video go a little long, but
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
apparently I don't get a full-fledged chat
Glad
with
to
them.
see you're okay, Commander.
So never mind. I was just talking myself up to doing an extra chit-chat, and they won't let me. People you can talk to, even though that appears to be the engineer, no, that's not Adams. I thought that was a named character. Usually if you see a named character, you get to talk to them. A few of the named characters have conversations you can have now that will never be updated for the duration of the game. I believe this is where one of the characters we haven't got to yet is going to pop up. Oh, well, there's Captain Anderson. I need to talk to him now, or save the game, because this might actually take us into a new bunch of stuff. We are not quite ready level yet. We'll go ahead and talk to him, and if it looks like it's going to actually start the next stretch of plot stuff, I'll just cut it off.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
Okay, so when we speak to Joker, the next bit of plot will go on. Joker is played by Seth Green, I think. It's somebody's, like, you know, famous. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Seth Green. So that's, you know, something. It's nice he's not a playable character. He's not somebody who ever shows up in your combat team, but he's a consistent presence throughout the series. He's, you know.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander.
Mm-hmm.
Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
That's too bad. Here is the room where plot conversations happen, but not right now, though. Looking at this will give me experience. Here, got experience at 904. I'm only 100 experience shy leveling up. It's nice. It means by the time we get to doing stuff hanging around on the Citadel, we'll probably be able to level up simply and easily enough. That brings us up to however much it brings us up to. Yeah, just finding little things lying around and looking at them will give you experience. It's pretty cool. Can't interact with that yet. But here is Joker, and he is the key to getting the plot to progress. We don't want that to happen now, because we need to end the video. So folks, I'm gonna stop playing for right now, but for you, there won't be probably a particularly noticeable gap. When we come back, we are going to, I believe we have already flown to the Citadel. That's the impression I got, the Citadel being like the seat of intergalactic government, blah blah. Not intergalactic, I guess transgalactic government. This game takes place in one galaxy. The Milky Way galaxy, as it happens. What do you know? What a quinky. But anyway, yeah, so next time we're actually going to dock at the Citadel, and basically what's happening is, to recap, we're a bunch of humans. We had one alien, a Turian, hanging out with us. He was looking over our shoulders to see if our super top elite agent, Avatar Shepard, was ready to become a super secret agent for the galactic government. But things went to hell. He was killed by one of his own kind. Alien robots who nobody has seen for generations came in and attacked. Ancient alien technology, ancient knowledge was involved. Basically, a bunch of apparently completely unexpected shit has gone down, and now we have to go and report to, like, Space UN. So, next video, folks, we'll be talking to Space UN. I'm sure they'll be understanding about our problems. There's no way that they're going to be douchebags about it and say it was somehow our fault. We're going to spend the rest of the game trying to prove that we're not a bunch of losers. Or maybe the fact that I said that kind of gives away the fact that they are going to be douchebags, and we are going to spend a lot of time trying to convince them that we're not losers. Anyway, folks, we'll get to that next time. I'll also get to check out the Citadel, which in this game is a large, fairly sandboxy area where you just get to wander around, talk to people, occasionally bits of combat pop up. It's a pretty interesting location that gets seemingly smaller and smaller in every Mass Effect game that comes along. But we'll definitely check it out next time. Serious JG here, thanks for watching. See you.